Good morning from Martin's hut. It rained all night and it is still raining. The forecast said that it was going to rain for the early hours of the evening, sprinkle, and then be good to go. But we have had an all-night downpour, which means that the mud I'm walking into is going to be even more treacherous and insane. So welcome to day 5 on the Te Araroa. I also made a pretty significant mistake. I'm using 2 different apps. The TA has their own app, and I'm also using my Far Out Te Araroa guide. The Far Out guide is in miles, and in my mind, I thought it was kilometers. So I kept using the numbers on the Far Out app and then converting it to miles. What that means is I thought I had maybe a 10-mile day, but in fact, we have a 17+ mile day if we want to make it to the hut at the end of the road. The other option is to camp up on top of a hill. So we'll see how long it takes us to get through this worst of the mud here. After a few miles, we're going to be able to hit a gravel road and get a little break from the mud. So I think I'll evaluate then how far along we are and if I can make it to the next hut. I put Trail Toes lubricant all over my feet because my feet had all these really deep rivets from being wet all day yesterday because I was hiking in the rain in the morning and then going through the mud all day. And it's going to be a similar type of day today. So I decided, let's put on the lubricant stuff and then just put back on those soggy socks. And I tried to dry them out overnight, but they did not dry, which happens. Thank y'all for being here for another day on trail. Let's hike. There's also a significant amount of wind that is really blowing that rain, and it will be blowing any moisture off of the greens onto me. Yay! It's really raining. Raining pretty hard, so I will catch back up with y'all when I can take out my phone. So far, there have been a lot of steep bits where the only step is into a muddy puddle, stepping onto a slippery root. I have started just praying, being thankful, asking for guidance and protection, and just mental fortitude to get through what is probably going to be one of the hardest hiking days of my life. I'm sorry I wasn't able to show you all the steep bits, but I'm excited to show you when we get to the top of this little hill here. It's gotten really windy up here. Super exciting. At least we're almost to the top, and I heard there's trail magic up here. When we get to the top up here, this is the area where Sobos see Bluff, their finish, for the first time. It's also the last time that Nobos like me will see the coast until the very end of the South Island. But as you can see, there are no views today, but the significance is pretty cool too. On the trail magic. Wild that someone brings us up here. Thank you, thank you, thank you, trail angels. This stuff is crazy. Can't really see where the mud is. Gets you soaking wet. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Okay. Here we go again. Hello, mud. What world am I in right now? These trees are like from a different planet, especially with like the misty day. So cool. Hi, trees. They are so cool. Okay, which way would you go? Left, right, middle? Oh boy. Oh, I almost do not have words for what I just went through. On one hand, it's kind of fun, but you don't know if it's gonna be going up to like mid-thigh or something, and sometimes I would test with my pole and I would sink in deeper than my pole hit, even though it felt like I was hitting a rock or something. Oh my goodness, but at least we get to walk through a Dr. Seuss forest. Yeah, there's that. All right, we got miles of this to go. I shouldn't even be videoing right now, but I just slipped, barely taking a step here. I slipped, went into this, and it went all the way up to my thigh. And the mud was so heavy on top of my shoe that I was struggling to pull myself out, and my poles were sinking too far to give me leverage. But just got it together, focused, and just found, it took me 3 tries, which isn't crazy, but 3 tries to get my poles into a spot where I could get myself out, because I had my foot had slipped underneath my knee. Oh, that was a little freaky. I've only seen one person all day coming the opposite direction. So, yeah. That was a little freaky, and we still have a lot of this type of stuff to go. You can see, almost looks like quicksand. Sorry, I only have one hand to hold the phone with because my other hand is a little muddy. I don't even know what to say right now. Okay, moving on. This is literally insane. What am I even looking at? Okay, if this is my last video ever, love y'all. Thanks for being here. All right, let's get it done. Oh my gracious. Tell as always, but it is a very steep and slippery downhill right now. I think the worst is behind us, but we'll see. We made it to the gravel road that goes up to Bald Hill. The DOC estimates that from Martin's Hut to this area, it's about 6 hours. It took us a little over 6.5 hours with videoing, me getting stuck in the mud, and it raining really hard this entire day, as well as having super strong gusts that were knocking me sideways up on that kind of ridge area, saddle area. So with that said, I feel like the estimates are probably fair in like normal sunny weather. So if it is raining, it's going to be real slippery for you going no bow when you're coming down to this quarry area. The really cool thing is that now, even if there's bad mud, nothing is going to be worse than what we went through. Supposedly the area we were just in is the absolute worst of the Longwood Forest. So only getting better from here. We also have 10 miles left to get to the hut if I'm going to end up staying there. I'll see what it's looking like when I get closer to the Bald Hill summit, but I really want to get off this Longwood track, and it ends just after Bald Hill. Here we go. Now we go through the gate. Come around the side. You can hold on to the bars and then go up. Made it to the top of Bald Hill, y'all. Bald Hill. Socked in. As the water has evaporated from my socks and shoes as I've made my way up here, it's leaving behind all this silt, tiny little, I don't know, pieces of mud and rock, and it is rubbing all against the bottom of my feet. It does not feel good. My socks are kind of bunching. I was hoping one of the streams on the way up here would be deep enough I could rinse off my feet, but no, they were just very small. Alright, so here's our update of the evening. It is now just a little after 5. I actually started making my way down from Bald Hill and just listening to my feet. Today, just the slog of just having to rip my feet and legs, my entire legs out of thick mud over and over. The effort of that has really drained me a little bit more than I thought it would. I do not think it would be wise to continue the 8 miles on to the hut, even though that sounds so nice for tonight. I think it's probably the wise choice to set up camp here up top, even though the wind is a little strong. I checked the forecast with my service up here. It doesn't look like it's gonna rain tonight. It could, but yeah, little wind I think is worth it. And there's this protected area where I could maybe eat, hang out. We'll see. I'm not sure if you're supposed to, so I'm gonna check some trail notes. I do see a operational sign, but I know hikers have sheltered here during really bad storms and things, but just to get out of the wind and eat might be nice. We'll see. I have already cleaned my feet with like 2 baby wipes, and this is the situation. Don't love that. Clean my legs, got some scratches, some bites. The Longwood Forest. This is hiking the TA. Oh gosh. Duh. Yeah. I am all bundled up because it is a little chilly up here with the wind, because I've been wet all day. I changed into dry clothes, but my nose and my toes, my fingers are still a little cold, especially after washing everything off in the puddle down the road. Yes, I'm now washing in puddles, y'all. Good times on the TA. I'm going to eat some dinner. I cannot wait to get into that cheese, salami, and crackers, y'all. You have no idea. The plan for tomorrow is to head to Maryview Hut, which is off of Maryvale Road. It is 8 miles down to the hut. I'm not sure what kind of mud we're gonna be up against, and it may be slow going as well. So I'll still probably get in with an earlier day tomorrow. If I'm super early, I may even try to hitch into town and do some laundry. We shall see. The options are now open as I am camping up here. So yeah, that's what we're doing. The sun is just now breaking through the clouds. I got some peekaboo views of the valley down below, but then clouds blew right over. But still cool to see. Today was a beast. There were a few moments where I thought, if I can't get myself out of here, I don't think anyone's gonna come by. And that would have been true, because I've only seen one person, and the times I got stuck were after I saw that one Sobo hiker. There hasn't been anyone else. Divine strength was with me, and I was able to pull myself out of some pretty deep mud holes, and that mud gets heavy. Am I glad I'm doing this? So far, yes, I still am. It's good to prove to yourself that you can do hard things or different things. And here we are. Thank y'all for being here for day 5, and I will see y'all tomorrow for the next adventure. Thank you so much for taking a walk with me. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel for more adventures ahead.